Praise be Jesus Christ. I've got my Sacred Heart of Jesus and Immaculate Heart of Mary shirt going today. Some of you have asked in the comments, Father, why aren't you wearing your clerics? We like to see our priests in the Roman collar. You should be wearing your clerics. Now, I agree 100%. Good question. The deal is, I came up to my camp a little disorganized, knowing I had to build this green screen studio in my shipping container. And so I said to myself, I'll do some work up here. And then there was supposed to be a couple days of rain. And I said, on one of those rain days, I'll go back into town and I'll get my clerics and the other things I wasn't able to pack. And then I'll be able to begin wearing clerics, making videos. Well, long story short, I haven't had one bad weather day, and this whole studio thing is taking more time than I expected because I'm working on other projects. So that's the reason I'm not wearing clerics. I don't have any clerics at my camp, and I don't feel like going into town to get them because it involves basically 4 hours of driving. Now, I'm in the wilderness, lots of solitude, lots of time alone. One of the basic principles about spending time in solitude is things are more acute. Being in a good mood is kind of elevated in solitude. Things are wonderfully wonderful, but being in a bad mood or struggling is more severe because of the solitude. And that includes what I call the mind storms. In life, we have these storms in our mind. Our mind is like meant to be like a body of water, like a lake, and we want it to be peaceful and still, but sometimes these storms kick up and take away our peace. Now, my approach to the mind storms, and one very simple example of a mind storm is you remember someone who hurt you and you start to have feelings of anger and resentment, and this takes away your peace. Or you remember something you did, how you hurt someone, and this brings memories and thoughts of sorrow and grief, and this takes away your peace. Now, my approach to these mind storms is to just think about something else. And I'm not saying this just flippantly. This is after years and years of kind of pondering and experiencing and doing battle against these mind storms. Again, my experience is don't let your mind fix on these things, because we can make a decision. And that's, I think, the big insight. It's up to you. Are you going to entertain these thoughts, or are you going to think about something else? Now, there are times when a thought, maybe of a way we've hurt someone or someone hurt us, when we have these thoughts, the thing we should do is ask ourselves, do I need to forgive, or do I need to ask forgiveness? Do I need to process this? Sometimes we have these mind storms because we need to look back and process and forgive and all of that. But, and you might not agree with this, but I would say most of the time, like 99% of the time, don't bother with that. Don't even entertain the thoughts. If these thoughts come to you in prayer with a certain peace and grace, then deal with them. But in the general running of the day, if you have a mind storm, again, my advice based on experience, just ignore it and think about something else. Push them away. Think about something else. Restore your peace. And Paul teaches this in Philippians 4. He says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Viva Christore.